All right, I'm on the phone with Ellsworth head football coach Duane Crawford, and coach, working on Labor Day. I mean, for a football coach, it's 7 days a week this time of the year.
Yeah, it is. I was actually just having coffee this morning and watching game film, so it's it's actually nice having the day off today because it gives me one more day to go through things and get things ready. And we normally have a JV game tonight anyway, so it works out well. And then you get a little rest and relaxation later on in the afternoon.
It's supposed to be gorgeous today, so
yeah.
At least watch film a little bit outside or something.
Yeah.
Well, and it's much different now with YouTube. So everybody's posting videos on YouTube, so you can almost watch it on an iPad or things like that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
All right, so tell us about the game against Orono on Friday night. A loss, but if there's such thing as a good loss, this was one of them.
Well, we watched the tape against Foxcroft and with Orono, and I looked at it and I said, oh wow, these guys are really good, and probably by looking at the Foxcroft tape, MDI caliber, and with the 4 years we've been building this program, you don't want to start out the season and end up with a 50-0 score the first game of the year. And so I was hoping we could just go out there and execute and play a good game and not lose the game, but make Orono win the game, which is what we ended up doing. The kids responded really well. We had a great week of practice, and we had a lot of firsts. I mean, we never played that well before, and it was fun on the sidelines calling the offensive plays. I commented to Bubba Shorey, one of my assistants who stands next to me and tracks the plays for me, and I said, "What?" He goes, "Duane, geez, you're having a blast doing this." I go, "Bubba, I've never been able to call more than 3 plays in a row. This is amazing." And so it was a lot of fun, and we didn't win, but we took that one big step forward, and we executed, and we stopped them, and we picked up a turnover, and we kicked off well, we covered kickoffs well, we returned kickoff well. So it was not a win, but it was definitely a step in the right direction.
And the offense put up some points.
Yeah, I mean, we had 308 yards total offense, 15 first downs, 40 plays total. I don't know if we've ever done that before. I know we've never done that before, and it was varsity football for 4 quarters. In the past it's varsity football for half, and then they put their seconds in, and so this game came right down to the final quarter. And we came out in the second half and responded well. And there were a few crucial points in the game. At 14-0, we were in the red zone and fumbled the ball. And who knows what would have happened if we'd continued that drive. You go in and make it 14-8 or 14-6 or whatever the case may be on the score. And it might not have been 28-0 at halftime. It might have been 14-8 or 21 or whatever. So it would have changed the complexion of the game. And then we come out in the second half and we drive the ball right down the field in 4 or 5 plays and score. So it was a lot of fun, and the kids worked really hard, and they never gave up. They played a good game.
Well, that's been a hallmark of the Ellsworth teams, is never giving up. But to be able to come out and respond and at halftime and be able to score on the first possession, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and like I said, a lot of firsts, and that was one of them. So it was nice, and at times in previous years, you're standing on the sidelines and you're frustrated because it doesn't matter what you do, you just don't have the level of talent to compete. So whatever you're calling, whether it's offensively or defensively, it's you struggle to make it work, and that wasn't the case Friday night. Things were clicking. The run game was working well. Devin Wright and Connor Petros had huge nights. Devin had 160-plus yards, and Connor had almost 100. So it was a good night, and the kids felt good about themselves, which is good. And we made a lot of mistakes, but we did a lot of things that were positive, which was good.
All right, how did you come out injury-wise?
We were fine. We had Wally Moon cramped up at the end, and he had a little sprained ankle, but I think he's fine today, so we're good.
Well, that's excellent. So now a week of practice, or a shorter week of practice, and then you head to East Machias, Washington Academy, who got blown out against MCI.
Yeah, and that's a hard one, watching that tape, because we've played MCI and we know what they're like, and it's hard to tell. If MCI, the level that we're going to be playing against, because MCI is just so good, and Barry does a great job down there at Washington Academy, and he's going to be ready and have the kids fired up, and so it's going to be a tough battle.
All right. Best of luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you on Thursday, find out how the week's practice has gone, and looking forward to that first victory for Ellsworth football.
Well, we're definitely headed in the right direction, and we'll just keep moving that way and look to make improvements every week, and that's our goal.
All right. Have a great rest of the Labor Day.
Thanks. You too, Chris. Thanks. You too.